That match had to be the most shenanigan bullshit extra we gotta do some over the top shit ass fucking match. Where do I begin? So SummerSlam 2022. In my honest opinion, it was pretty lackluster. Like there was possibly only one match that I liked, and y'all already know that. The rest of the pay-per-view I was just chilling on my bed. Like basically trying to get something out of these matches, but I really didn't feel like, you know, really even getting an enjoyment out of this. Like, you know, Becky versus Bianca, how many times have we seen that? Uh Street Profits versus Usos, how many times have we seen that? You know, Ronda versus Liv, we haven't seen that, but they had a match last night. But they were on the same team. Uh The Miz versus Logan Paul, I thought it was decent. Uh Pat McAfee versus Baron Corbin, I thought that was decent. But as far as like the ending to Bianca versus Becky, I thought it was trash. And you had the Mysterios versus the Judgment Day. Now, the match was pretty fucking. It's like we've seen this on Raw, bro. Like, but I'm gonna get to that. So, during the match, uh, I think Damian Priest or Finn Gaylor has either Dom or Ray in a submission or something, and then Edge pops out. We all kind of knew this was coming. You know, and we all kind of expected Edge to come back. I mean, he got concertoed a couple weeks ago or last month, and it's kind of like if he didn't come back, then who would? So it was pretty obvious, but I thought that was cool. I thought that was the return that actually fucking mattered, and it meant something, you know. But to be honest with y'all, like the pay per view was it was pretty dry. Like it was lackluster, you know, and it kind of dragged on. Like it really dragged on. Oh yeah, and the other match, literally a match we've seen on Raw, like Bobby Lashley versus Theory. Like I kind of expected the outcome to be what it was. Nothing really like changes really. Like if you thought that all these matches would really have no like outcome, then you were like basically right. Everybody like you would think would win won. And so that's where I'm at right now with this company. Like, and people are gonna say, "Oh, it's gonna get better with Triple H's booking." No, the fuck it's not. This man has smart favorites. He has indie favorites, and every time one of his fucking NXT pals or whatever gets brought up them on the main roster, you know, they're pushed to the fucking moon, and nobody else, that has actual talent is being presented. You know, I could go on a full rant about this nigga's booking, and just from just this one pay per view tonight, I would say it's gonna get worse. You know, this is just the tip of the iceberg, my niggas. It's gonna get worse. And don't get me wrong, Triple H is a character. Um, Probably one of the best heels, hands down. But when it comes to just booking, he's one of the worst bookers, ever. And people shit on Vince a lot that he's worse, but Triple H just has like favoritism, you know, favoritism to where the guys he pushes, they don't have any, like, they're just not real like stars, in my opinion. You could agree to disagree, but they're just not real fucking like people that are believable draws. I mean, look at fucking, just to name an example, Johnny Gargano. Do you really think Johnny Gargano could main event at WrestleMania or main event at pay per view, like one of the big pay per views, like Survivor Series, SummerSlam? Hell no. So that's why you have to have people like Roman, Brock, Bobby Lashley, you know, Drew McIntyre from here and there. Like, I know Drew McIntyre is going back in like the main event picture, but because he's kind of did his own thing. But as far as going back to the show, like, it's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get any better, you know. And to be honest with y'all, I think this is my last pay per view that I'm gonna watch because with Vince retiring and whatnot, and there's not really any new storylines that are actually interesting, and all these fucking main roster call ups that aren't draws, and then you add it with like the long ass title reign, like Roman Reigns, that kind of gets dragged on. Like, I'm kind of done watching wrestling. Like, to be honest with you, like, I'm kind of done because I kind of expect I expect everything already sit out in front of me. It's kind of like if you went to a restaurant and you ordered what you wanted to order, then you would expect and you would already know how the food tastes already if you've had it before. And so this is exactly how I feel about this product. Like, nothing has really changed and shit has always been the same. But it's gonna get worse, man. It's gonna get worse. But going into the last and final match of the night, which is the only match I'll actually review because I give a damn about, was the main event. Brock versus Roman. Now, like most niggas, I'm fucking tired of seeing this fucking match, and I just want this rivalry to fucking end. So we kick off with Roman coming out as the champion. Weird. And then Brock comes to the ring, hops on the tractor, gets in the tractor, gets off the fucking tractor, hops on the tractor, then fucking jumps on Roman. Now the pacing of this match is exactly what I would expect. And just by watching the match, me as somebody who's, you know, seeing this on TV, I got tired, bro. I don't know if it's because of like has been a long ass pay per view, but I just got real tired watching this match. Like, every main event that comes on, like, if the matches have been long, throughout the whole pay per view, the main event it just drags on. Like, that's where I'm at my most like tired. And this match was fucking brutal. Like, it was brutal. And I think they did what they could do with it. You know, you could only do so much with what you have. And you could also try to think outside the box. Now, as far as like the tone and the seriousness of this match, I think it's is kind of a joke and more comedic. You know what I'm saying? I prefer the match in Saudi way better than this. You know, but the Smarks and the whole IWC is gonna praise this shit because it has a tractor and Brock flipped the ring basically. You know, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was pretty cool. But like, you know, last man standing match, you do kind of have to think outside the box, and I'll give him that. I won't shit on it too much, but I'll give him that. You know, as far as Austin Theory cashing in, hey man, my opinion has kind of changed on this kid. Like at 24, I think he's still pretty fucking young. You know, I give him like maybe another 2 years or something. But you know, when it comes to believability, yeah, I see him as being a champion, but there's just something that's missing that he needs. You know, when it comes to Austin Theory's character, like, you know, I just think he needs to tweak it up a little bit, in my opinion. Like, fuck taking all these selfies, like, just be a cocky, arrogant heel, you know. But yeah, his ass got whooped by his own damn briefcase. You know, I kind of had a feeling too, like, I really don't think Austin Theory, out of all people, even though he has money in the bank, is gonna actually cash in and win both championships. That would be insane. You know, that would be something like Austin Theory has to be really, really, really liked. Even then, it's like Roman's title reign isn't gonna end with some fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, but Brock, he brought the big fight. Brock Lesnar is not human. I'm starting to think this nigga is he's part gorilla or something. Like the vanilla gorilla, as John Cena used to, used to call him back in the day. But this nigga is not human. And, you know, I kinda expected Roman to win. You know, Roman looked tired as fuck. I don't blame him using every tactic to his advantage to win the match. You know, hell, Brock even F5 the special counsel. Like, they pulled out all stops in this shit. You know, everything in their fucking path they fucking destroy. You know, but the tribal chief just came out on top. And where do we go from here? Nigga, I don't know. Because this is possibly the fourth time Brock has been beat by Roman. Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and then SummerSlam, I think 2018. Like, and possibly a couple other L's he's taken. You know. So WWE has done all they fucking can to make Roman the top, or come out on top, excuse me, you know, when it comes to facing Lesnar. But what WWE needs to do, they need to feed Roman to The Rock, because there is nobody else left on the fucking roster that's actually credible to face the chief of the fucking tribe. No one, nigga. And he's faced every fucking Hall of Famer. Or not Hall of Famer, excuse me. He's faced one Hall of Famer. You know, John Cena was last year. Brock was today. Edge was basically last year, Money in the Bank. Daniel Bryan, that feud fucking that shit ran its fucking course. Kick that nigga out of the fucking WWE. Shit, Zorro. uh Rey Mysterio, like all these niggas, man. Like, there's really nobody left for Roman except The Rock. Like, nobody else is really credible enough to face Roman. Now, I know they're probably gonna give him a bunch of jobbers and shit just to have some filler matches. And I think McIntyre's next. But other than that, we all know who's gonna fucking win that shit. So, WWE, y'all need to just give this nigga to the fucking Rock. You know, fuck the entire roster if The Rock is available, my nigga. Just keep in mind, he's a busy ass man. If The Rock is available, for I think what, WrestleMania 30, 39? 39, y'all need to get that, you know. Because this title reign has been kind of dry, you know. Because we don't have any real damn stars. But I'm out, y'all. This show was pretty lackluster. And I kind of expected everything to be how it was. And I'm going to turn away from the product for a while, you know. Because at this point, it's just going to get worse with Triple H's booking, you know. But how did you guys enjoy SummerSlam? You know, I know like the Smarks and the whole IWC, they probably like busted a giant ass nut because Triple H was booking it. I mean, that's all I've seen on Twitter. But give me your thoughts and opinions below, man. It's your boy EBN Wrestling, and I'm out this hoe. Peace.